What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Facts and Foolishness. I'm your host, Tyler Coleman, and we are here with a very special guest, my boy Jeremy. We're here to kick off the new segment of the podcast called Dad Shit. Basically, what Dad Shit is about is literally that. It's dad shit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of fathers go through a lot of shit that doesn't get recognized. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we don't really get recognized like that. So I kind of wanted to have a space where we could just go, and talk about dad shit, man. So go ahead, give yourself a little introduction, man.
Hey, how y'all going? How y'all doing? Great. Feels great to be here, man. Like you told you, my name is Jeremy. Nice to meet y'all. Glad to be here.
Yes, sir, man. And I know, for the people that don't know, I know a lot of y'all won't. This is my boy, man. We used to work together at Mary Washington. Crazy times. Some of the some of the best times ever, man. Like as long when we were sober, at least. I don't know what was more fun, while we were sober, while we were drunk. But this is my boy Jeremy, nonetheless, man. And he's one of the greatest dads I know.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. I gotta, I give credit where it's due, man. You also are doing the You're coaching Little League too, right?
Yeah. Coach my daughter.
Tell me a little bit about that, man. How's that?
That's actually pretty dope, bro.
That's what's up.
Not gonna cap. So yeah, I've been coaching my daughter since she was 4.
Okay.
She's been in flag football.
Okay.
As you know, that's been kind of picking up for girls,
yeah,
especially especially in the South. So hopefully Virginia gets on board with it.
Yeah,
man. It was a pleasant surprise. I ain't gonna cap.
Yeah,
we put her out there just because we knew the commissioner. They're like family. Coach with her son, she took off, and I've been there since. So coached from 3-6 division. She's now in the 7-8.
That's what's up, man.
So, quite literally, she is one of the best defenders in the whole league. So,
okay.
Yeah, so
she got a great coach, man.
Hey,
she
man,
has
look,
a great coach.
I'll be trying.
You know what I'm saying? That's all that matters, bro.
They be trying you, but it's fun.
Yes,
it's fun,
sir, man.
It's fun. It's definitely fun.
Let's jump right into it, man. Let's get right into these, because I got a couple topics I want to discuss, man, for, dad shit, if you will. And let's start with what would you say is the most annoying part of being a dad? It comes with the title. All of this comes with the title, but what's your most annoying part?
I would say being the dad is the annoying part. It's not just one thing, bro. Like, it's so many things.
For sure.
Everything about being a dad. Let me just preface this, you feel me, before I get murdered by my own wife.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't get cussed out by a wife.
Happy life at home is always the key. But now, on a serious note, it's a double-edged sword for dads.
For sure.
You feel me? It's some things that are annoying, but at the same time, they pump us up at the same time.
Yeah,
you get me?
sure.
Like, you feel me? Having to be the disciplinarian, for example.
Yeah, of course.
You feel me? We hate it. Like,
exactly.
There's not a dad around that likes to have to be.
Not one.
Like,
not
you feel
one.
me? Like, we're all big kids
and
anyways.
you feel like you have to tap in sometimes when they be walking all over the wife.
Bro,
and then she had to tag team you in there,
so,
and now I have to be the bad guy.
See, so not me. Look, so actually, no. Let me stop that. Like, I do come in there and rescue sometimes, but like for the most part, bro, like I do kind of just let her. Let her fight her battles.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Because she makes me be the disciplinarian so much. So it's like, and that's not like it's an unhealthy balance. I prefer it that way because I feel like, hey, traditional family stuff, whatever.
For sure.
I feel like the mom should be that.
Yeah.
You get me?
Of course.
Like everybody, when I was a kid, everybody knew.
You're a girl dad though, right?
No. So I got my daughter. Well, I got my daughter and then I got my son.
Okay.
So
got you.
Feel me?
See, I got 2 boys. They no limit soldiers. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? They be walking all over the wife sometimes.
Man, my daughter is
She be running the house.
It's hard to put into words.
For sure, man.
Like you gotta watch. You gotta see her in action, and then you like, oh, Shorty's turn.
See, I wouldn't be worth a damn as a girl dad, man. Like we wanted, obviously you would love to have one boy, one girl. You know what I'm saying? We really wanted a daughter, but God blessed us with 2 sons, which is amazing. Yeah. But I don't think I would have been worth a damn as a girl dad. She would have her way, bro.
So look, so a lot of my inner circle, they think I'm tough on her. They do, and you feel me? Even my wife will say I'm tough on her. But when nobody's looking,
Yeah.
I'm absolutely enabling.
Of course. Of
And,
course.
and you feel me? I try to give some bad, like, oh, it's your fault.
Yeah.
You be soft. You be
Yeah.
letting them do what they want to do. But whole time, like, you just yelled at her. And when she came downstairs, I was like, Shorty, why are you doing all that?
Exactly.
Like, oh,
I feel that.
go get a popsicle.
I just know I just know I wouldn't be worth a damn, bro. Like if I was a girl dad. Now with my boys, like, I have to prepare them for the world,
Yeah.
At the end of the day, when you have two sons, two black sons at that, you have to prepare them for the world.
key.
So you have to be, but I also balance that out with love too. I'm not just just an asshole, just strict ass dad. That's not me at all. I'm a fun dad. But I do have to be tough on them, even when I want to kind of baby them at times. I can't do that.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because the
the
world's not gonna be soft on your kids,
we
bro.
We know what that's gonna turn into.
Exactly.
And yes,
exactly. So
I'm the same way with my son.
exactly.
So
and you see the way that this shit is going for men in society now too. So I don't, I gotta be a little tough on my boys. But if I did have a daughter, but that's not happening, I'm done. I'm done. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, today's economy, I don't blame you.
Hey man, but with the gas prices too,
man, look,
shit, bro, I wouldn't be worth a damn, bro. But
2 bags of Doritos, I'm walking out $50.
And since we talking about like disciplinary, man, like are you a
That's me.
are you about to ass parent or are you a gentle parent type of guy?
So I was raised Southern as hell. Mm-hmm. My dad from Alabama, my mama from Tennessee.
For sure.
Me, I try to be in the middle.
Okay.
I do, but like I said, it's the natural roles happen at home, and I become the primary disciplinary.
For sure.
I absolutely don't believe that you can't whoop your kid. Yeah. Yes, you can whoop your kid.
For sure.
You feel me? Like that's why we got all these goddamn YNs running around here.
Exactly, because there's no discipline.
Cussing out adults and shit. Yeah. They're not scared of nothing.
There's no respect, bro.
And there's nothing wrong with disciplining your child. You feel me? I think what happened in the 90s, early 2000s was everybody got that line blurred with discipline and abuse.
Of course.
And that scared people away from discipline.
And then everything became abuse.
Exactly. Everything became abuse. Exactly.
And I have to piggyback off of that, man, because I see both sides, right?
Yep.
Every kid don't need an ass whooping.
Nope.
Some kids, like one of my sons, you know what I'm saying, I can tell him, a stern talking to, he upset.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? He don't need to get his ass whooped. But at the same time, that shit don't work for every kid.
Nope,
some kids like to test you. Some kids want to, push the limit on a lot of shit too, bro. And you can't do that because society, especially the way shit's going today, you going to jail or you're gonna be dead.
Yep.
So I definitely believe that being a strong disciplinary is it's needed, but at the same time you don't have to whoop your kid,
Nah.
if it's not necessary.
Everything don't require a whooping. I'm big on using a stern voice.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
I'll yell 8 times out of 10 before I'm trying to whoop you.
Exactly.
You feel me? And my wife may be like, hey, talk a little softer, da 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 da. And it's like, all right, yeah, I get it, but that's what you're here for.
Yeah.
And like I said, what works for our house don't work for everybody else's house. So I get it. You feel me? Some people probably be like, oh, you need to just calm down. No, I don't need to calm down. Because you feel me? I don't want my daughter out here wilding. I don't want my son out here wilding, especially my son. And that's a whole nother topic of raising black kids. So you feel me? We have to be, especially black fathers, we have to be a little bit more of a disciplinarian. We have to show a lot more of a controlled side.
Yeah.
And then luckily in today's times, we have a lot more leeway to, like you said, also have that love side, also have that disciplinarian side. So it's like, nah, my pops love me, but nah, he don't fuck around.
Yeah,
so
of course.
So
I know I can't just go and play and do whatever the hell it is I want to do with my pops. You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
And that's where it's good to have, and why I do realize that a lot of households don't have that, for the fact of, some kids, they don't grow up with both parents in the household. So they don't get that strong, father figure that they need. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's blessed to have, a 2-parent household where it's balanced. You know what I'm saying? So my wife is more so the soft spoken, she's the nurturer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know I have to be the bad guy. I don't want to be the bad guy all the time, bro.
No,
Sometimes
hey.
I don't want to be the bad guy, but if you know what I'm saying, you throwing fucking Legos at your mom's head because you know you can get away with it.
Screaming at the top of your lungs.
Yeah,
Nah,
and
we
you
got
now
to
I
nip it
gotta
in the
go.
butt.
And first of all, she'll look at me to help her. You know what I'm
She
saying?
just gonna let him do this to
Yeah.
me.
So now I gotta. He ain't do it to me. You know what I'm saying? He didn't do the shit to me, so I'm cool. But now, now, like Kevin Hart said, now I gotta fuck you up. See, you know, your mom said I gotta come in here and fuck you
mess
up.
with my woman, now I gotta show you
Exactly,
what's up.
man. So I mean,
it.
it's definitely levels to that. You know what I'm saying? And it is good to have. You know, it's kind of like fire and ice in a household. You know what I'm saying? That's why it does bring balance, and that's why there's so many YNs running around now because they don't have that. They lack a father figure or whatever the case may be. So, you know, it is good. And I know my kids, one day they're going to realize that they're blessed to have both of their parents under the same roof. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, you know, talking about the dad shit of it, man, like what's something that you feel that the opposite sex understood more about fathers? Like, what do you think that, you know, of course they're gonna say, "Love, of course I understand, blah blah blah." But what is something that you think, you know, should be more understood from a mother or from a female perspective? And it doesn't have to just be kid related neither. Like, what is something that we go through as men or fathers that you?
For me, a major thing is the trying to cut off the sternness of fathers and the emotion, the emotional, yeah. I'm trying, I'm trying to put it in. I'm trying to put it in the right words. You feel me? Trying to, you feel me, limit how stern we are or how cold we are. And this also ties into all fathers, but I do in America at the very least for Black fathers, I think it amplifies
for sure.
And I say that in the sense of, for example, we don't have the freedom to allow our sons to have a normal temper tantrum. You get me?
For sure.
Like you see a white kid over there, fully white kid, or you see even an Asian kid, Spanish kids, whatever. Let every race do what they want to do. That's fine. But for Black kids, we really can't let our kids just start falling out and screaming and yelling at the top of their lungs, because as soon as we do that, that child is looked at as neglected, lack of discipline, and then as they get older, they're looked at as dangerous, etc., etc.
Of course.
And I think us as fathers, we see that because Black women, yes, Black women have their things, but as far as the threats of the world, Black men are looked at as threats.
Of course.
So when we become fathers, we try to look for the triggers and the things that we can nip in the butt so that our sons and our kids aren't looked at as those threats.
For sure.
So I don't think that sometimes women think that, oh, he's being cold, he's not letting him have his emotions, this, that, and the third, because he's just that toxic masculinity. And sometimes, especially for me, it's not that.
Yeah.
It's just the fact of, I know when my son's 13, he can't have this kind of fit. Because if he does, they're going to look at him as a danger to the students. They're going to look at him as, oh, just another unruly Black kid. Oh, his pops probably doesn't even care. Da 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 da. Like, and that's another thing that I don't like these days is the stereotype of, oh, the Black dads just letting these kids do what they want. Da 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 da. And honestly, I don't think it's that. I think it's a lot of these Black dads are a lot more present these days.
Of course.
But a lot of them didn't have the best example. So they're learning.
Of course.
You feel me? Myself, you feel me? I was blessed. So I had a good example.
Me too.
You feel me? So we get that. But fellow brothers are still learning that. Fellow other fathers are still learning that.
Of course.
But one thing we do know is that as a man, you cannot be out here tripping. You have, like, as mad as I want to be at home, cool, whatever. Like, rage, cool, rage control. But out in public, you gotta check it, bro. You gotta check it.
As a Black man, like,
you gotta be 10 times better.
We gotta be 10 times better just to get in the room.
Oh, you feel me?
You know what I'm
saying? So that's one thing I think is really misconstrued about dads. It's not that we lack the emotion, because you'd be surprised how many dads sit on a porch, you feel me, at night, not crying necessarily. Some might cry, you feel me, and that's fine if they do, but you feel me, sitting on a porch or sitting on their deck and just like just decompressing.
Of course.
Because they just all day, like,
bro.
I've been like all day. I've been the bad guy out in the world. I come home, I gotta be the bad guy.
Exactly. There's
I'm being the Batman type of bad guy. I'm the bad guy because you need me to be the bad guy for the good things to happen. You get me? So that's one of those things I think, you feel me, as women, sometimes it's not toxic masculinity. It's just we're raising our kids in our spectrum.
Exactly.
You feel me? There's two spectrums of parenting, mother and a father. I'm gonna raise in my spectrum, you raise in your spectrum. I won't question yours. Yeah, it might annoy me, but I won't question it.
I got you.
You feel me? Like
100%.
You get me? Like, you babying my boy, da 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 da. Like, stop that. But
exactly.
All right, cool, whatever. In reality, I might say something, but I'm not really gonna stop it. You feel me? Because I understand that's something he needs. You feel me? But at the same time, I just ask that when you see me on his ass or on my daughter's ass, because I don't want no little loose ass little girl out here.
It's coming from a place of love, man. Like, and it kind of goes hand in hand with what I was gonna say, as far as like one of those things that I wish they understood more of, and that's kind of like, we get tired too. You know what I'm saying? But we can't show that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes I might come home from work and I sit in the driveway for 10 minutes before I come in the house. You know what I'm saying? Like, we get tired too, and I know as the man of the house, being the father, being the husband, we gotta basically have our Superman suit on 24/7. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to seem weak. You don't want to seem that the world is getting to you. But at the end of the day, the world does get to us. You know what I'm saying? We're in a constant battle. And this is and we're not just talking about black fathers. We're talking about fathers in general. Yeah. There is dad shit. That's literally the title of this shit. Is dad shit that we go through that, that they may not understand because we don't let them see that. Exactly. And when they don't see that, they don't see a problem. Yeah. But there is and I don't want to call it a problem. It's just the weight of the world. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's not necessarily a problem because it comes with the title. You know what I'm saying? That comes with the title. But we don't want to come home and talk to you about XYZ that's going on because now we don't want to worry you with shit that we're going through. That's a key point right there. So we keep that shit locked in. You know what I'm saying?
My wife hates that one, bro.
Yeah, and it's like we do that out of respect for you, though. You know what I'm saying? Not out of maybe respect is the wrong word, but we do that out of love for you. It's out of love. It's out of love. We don't want you to be, because
I don't like seeing you stressing over bills. Exactly. I don't like seeing you stressing over big things.
Exactly.
Like, yes, these things are bothering me. Yes, I know I can come to you. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Like, because that's another thing. You feel me, ladies? You don't want to say that y'all aren't giving us safe spaces. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Because that's one of the things my wife's big on too. Mm-hmm. You feel me? So I do gotta give her credit where it's due. We definitely have our moments where we're just like, bro, goddamn.
Yeah.
Like, you feel me? Bill after bill. Fuck. Okay. Yeah. Fucking cars, tires start going down.
Toilets clogged.
Toilets fucking clogged. Fuck. I done used the snake. I done used fucking plungers. Yep. Nothing's working. Shit. This means I gotta call a fucking plumber.
Exactly.
Oh, god damn it. Fucking wiring that went fucking bad down here. Like, oh my god. Yeah. Like, these are all things that are constantly kind of going through, you feel me, a man's head. At least a good dude, you feel me, who has his priorities right. And that's why they're stressed. Because it's like I said, we don't want to start just laying that on to you.
Exactly.
Because at that point, then it's like, now I'm watching you be stressed about things that I'm supposed to handle.
Exactly.
You feel me? Like, I don't want that. And it's like, it's kind of like you want your cake and eat it too. Because I'm gonna say right now, it's kind of a self-inflicted wound for men. Of course. You feel me? Because we want to say it.
Exactly.
But at the same time, we know if we say it, we're gonna see you stressed, and we don't want to see you stressed.
Yep.
So it's kind of like that. How we get annoyed with women, we're like, what do you want to eat? I don't know. God, fucking damn. Like, you feel me? So we have our own shit too.
Of course, bro.
You get me? So, and that's all it is, honestly. And for me, like I said, that's definitely a big one. Is you feel me? When I do get tired, I gotta give my shorty her credit there. You feel me? She picks up on my signs. Mm-hmm. Like, if I'm fucked up financially, I'm not smiling really. Yeah. I'm not giggling.
Exactly.
You feel me? Exactly. So you feel me? That's where the nurturing part of women comes in. You feel me? Because men, we like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like,
you can't call your boys Hey, you call me and say, "Man, I'm just going through it mentally." We gonna
Yeah.
laugh and say, "This nigga going through it mentally."
Like, you feel me? Like, nigga, hop on the game and shut up. Like, go shoot some shit. Like,
For sure, bro.
like, you feel me? We all going through it. Like, the fuck?
Exactly.
Like, goddamn.
Exactly,
Like, so
man.
yeah, nah, I think it's definitely a little bit of that, for sure.
Of
I
course,
definitely think
man.
it's that.
Of course, man. But look, real quick, we're gonna take a quick break and we're gonna have enjoy a word from our sponsors, and we'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Quick surprise: we don't have no fucking sponsors. We just said that as a quick little filler to take a quick break. But yeah, man, back to what we were saying, man. I think I definitely think that women need to be more patient and realize that it's not that we're trying to necessarily cut you off or be cold to you when we get home or whatever. It's just like we deal with fighting the world and being the bad guy to the world because there's no there's no love for men in society for real. Like, what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say there's no love, but it's definitely colder out there for us because it's some shit you gotta, man, just suck it up, deal with it. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to come home. You don't want to seem like you're complaining. You don't want to seem weak. You don't want to seem, disgruntled,
Yeah.
on the job or whatever the case may be. It's just society beats us up every single day. And then when we come home, we have to compartmentalize a lot of this shit
Yeah.
so it doesn't spill out into, you know, us being dads, us being husbands and shit like that, man.
Yeah.
Like, and I think that that's just one of those things that women would, could do a little bit better job of understanding. Even, of course they say like, yeah, man, of course we understand. We want you to talk to us about, but at the same time, some dudes might come and try to talk to their shorty about it and they get looked at as weak.
Yeah.
They'd be like, oh, look, this nigga crying about some shit. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? You may not say that,
Yeah.
and I'm not saying, I know my wife's not like that, but a lot of guys can't come home and have those conversations.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think it kind of goes hand in hand with what you were saying, bro. Like, it's like when being stern on your children, like you need to let me be stern on my children at times because the world's not going to be kind to them. They have to make their they have to make their mark in the world, in society, especially your son. Like I feel like raising sons and daughters are completely different.
Yeah.
I don't,
It's night and day.
you can attest to that. Like I can't necessarily say that because I have two boys. I
Yeah.
didn't get a daughter.
Oh no, it's
you
it's
know
night and day, bro.
yeah,
It's
like
night and
what are
day.
some of the struggles with, like what's the difference, like what I'm saying, like
So the main difference, honestly, is at the end of the day, I have to be a lot tougher on my
mm-hmm,
son. My daughter, she is a ball of energy.
mm-hmm,
So, what may come across as me being stern is more so me trying to just calm her down because I was like
of
that as a
course,
kid myself. But whereas my son, I don't really give him that leeway,
of course,
um, to go outside that box.
mm-hmm,
You get me? I need you. Like, yes, you're young. You feel me? Sometimes,
mm-hmm,
I'm gonna talk to you when your mother's not around, when your sister's not around,
mm-hmm,
because I don't want them to interject
mm-hmm,
and you feel me take away from where I'm trying
mm-hmm.
to take him.
Of course,
At that point, you get
of
me?
course,
Um, and I'll tell him flat out, you don't have the space to do that. Same as my parents.
of course,
Like I said, my parents were both almost 70.
mm-hmm,
So, they went through a lot of civil rights stuff. So I
yeah,
got those lessons of you're a black kid, you
yeah,
got to do this, that, et cetera, et cetera. So I try to instill that into my son now,
yeah,
as well as my daughter. Um, so it's more so of a not that I'm trying to exclude you
mm-hmm,
from this avenue of parenting.
mm-hmm,
It's just these are things that I need to instill into them. You may not like how that looks, but when they turn into adults, these things will turn into something that you do like.
exactly,
You feel me? So right now, yeah, I'm putting a little larva
mm-hmm,
into it. Nobody likes the look of a larva.
of
It's like a
course,
fuzzy ass caterpillar or some shit. You feel me? When they're teenagers, it turns into a little hard ass, like my son says, he calls it a chrysalis.
Yep.
It turns into the cocoon. You feel me? They're
Uh-huh.
hard. They're assholes. This, that, and the
Uh-huh.
third. You feel me? We're trying to batter through that, and then they get older. You feel me? It turns into something beautiful.
Of course.
You get me?
Of course.
Where it's like, you know what? I think a lot of kids and a lot of adults who had those hard dads grew up and they were like, you know what, I appreciate it.
Of course.
You feel me? At least for me, that's what I've seen and that's what I am. You
That's
get
what's
me?
up.
Like as a kid, yeah, it was
Yeah.
God damn, bro. Like every damn
we don't understand that as
we
kids,
don't.
bro.
We
We don't
don't.
understand like why is dad being so mean to me,
We don't.
but you know, my sister doesn't get that same treatment or whatever because
Man,
it requires two
it
different.
requires it. It requires
Yeah.
it's two different types of
Like
love.
your son, you're raising a warrior.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And with a daughter, and once again, I'm not a girl dad, but I know how I would be.
So yeah.
I know I'm raising. You know, when it comes to my daughter, I'd be raising a princess.
So you're
you know.
raising a warrior princess.
Yeah,
It's like
for
so
sure.
That's how I look at
for
my
sure.
daughter.
That's
You
actually
feel
the
me?
best
Like,
description right there.
That's where I look. That's how I look at my daughter because, like I said, people say I'm raising her rough or
Mhm.
tough. You know, she's playing football. You're stern on her. This, that, and the
Mhm.
third. I mean, hey, call it what you want, but
Exactly.
you feel me? I want my daughter to be one of those black women that you look at them and you're like, oh my god, like,
Yeah.
she's elegant. She keeps
Yeah.
herself. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
I want my daughter to idolize the women.
She's
like
beautiful, not a bad bitch.
You feel me?
Exactly.
Like I want.
Yeah.
I need her to be that kind of tough mindset.
Of
Like
course.
I want her to see what a proper black man looks like,
Of
which
course.
she has in her life in abundance.
Of
You
course.
feel me? So
that's great. Man.
that's a great thing for her, you feel me? Like, and it's not that I don't want her to, you feel me, see all of our culture or anything like that, but we all know, you know, we got niggas and we got black people.
Yep.
You
That's
feel me?
That's what I always say that, man. Look,
And I just want her to make the right choices to live a prosperous life.
Of course.
While at the same time, ain't no nigga about to try you.
Exactly.
Because they know, oh, no, I ain't gonna get away with no bullshit.
Exactly.
You feel me? And that's all I want. So it's not that I'm raising them differently.
Mm-hmm.
It's just I'm raising them to the same goal.
Mm-hmm.
I need both of you to be able to fight the world.
Yep.
I need both of you to be able to understand what you are to this world, and I need both of you to be able to accomplish what you need in this world with everything that they're gonna throw at you.
Yep.
And that's pretty much it for me. As long as I feel like I've done my part on that spectrum, then I'm good. I'm good.
Of course, man.
You feel me? So I wouldn't say it's necessarily a difference. It's definitely a softer side to it.
Yeah.
You know, because you know when she's not tripping or when they're not doing it, that's when you're.
And it's like either way you gotta. It's like either way you have to prepare them to fight the world, but it's two different battles. You have to fight the world, but it is two different battles.
Two different.
Your daughter may have to fight. She's gonna have to fight the world in a different light than your son that's gonna have to fight the world in a different light. So, but I think that's dope, man. I think it's amazing to have present fathers. You know what I'm saying? And that's the whole point of having this segment on my podcast called Dad Shit, to talk about the good, bad, and the ugly, man.
Yeah.
You know, and with that being said, like I know we kind of touched on a lot of different topics. Like, do you think dads get the credit that we deserve? And I mean real dads. I don't mean sperm dumpers.
I get you.
You know what I'm saying? Do you think we get that credit?
So me, for instance, for example, on that subject, I think this generation does.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, if you surround yourself with the ones that have the bad examples or the bad
Of
baby
course.
dads, you feel me,
Of
stuff
course.
like that, then you're going to think that women don't give us the credit.
Of
that we
course.
deserve. But I feel like I've done a good job of pruning because for myself, I don't tolerate a dude who don't take care of it.
Of
You feel
course.
me? If you can knock a chick up, you can get her pregnant.
You need to be there.
Take care of yours.
You need to be there for
You
sure.
feel me? And that don't mean, you feel me, you just talk to them every day. Nah, that means if they need shoes, you need to go get on your good foot and do what you need to do. If they need something, you need to be able to provide.
Of course. Of course.
And like I said, I get dads, you know, we fall short sometimes too. So
of course.
that's not to say we always got to be perfect. You feel me? And that's one thing that I think is another issue with dads. We feel like we have to be perfect. But as far as the credit we deserve, yeah, I would say this generation, I think we definitely do.
Of course.
Our fathers, I don't think they did get the credit they deserve. I think honestly, and even myself, I'm guilty of it. I think we have shitted on that generation of fathers a lot.
Yeah.
Because we had our generation of fathers, you feel me? Financially, yeah, we going through it. You feel me? And I feel like financially, yes, this group of fathers, we are going through it a lot rougher than previous generations.
Yeah.
But as far as the emotional portion of it, I think our generation of fathers has it a lot
Yeah.
easier. Because whereas, you feel me, we have talked about, you know, some women looking at it as a weakness, et cetera, et cetera. At least the door has opened to where there are bountiful women and you feel me, myself. You feel me? I'm in a relationship where I can.
Real quick, that was an amazing word.
That
was $1,000 word.
I thought that was a good one. I thought that was a good
nah,
one.
go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You feel me? I feel like it's a good number that now allow men to have some form of a freedom to where they can say, yo, like, just let me go to the bar and chill. You feel me? I just need I need some space.
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm worn down. Yeah. And they'll leave it there at the very least. You feel me? Previous generations, nah, you really couldn't. Like, it was shut up and do it.
Yeah.
You feel me? It was a lot rougher. They didn't have that emotional freedom to be able to say, I'm tired.
The men back then, they provide, first of all, they were providing everything. You know what I'm saying? At least now in this generation, we also have, women that are working as well.
Yep,
they're contributing.
Yep.
And it's one of those things like, and I think that's one of those things that I do kind of get perturbed with, like you have some women be like, oh, I'm not doing it. He's supposed to provide. He's supposed to do this, that, and the third. But you're holding us to the same standard of back then when you could go fill your car up for $5.
Yeah, you can't do that.
And it goes both ways. So like, yeah, men may not be solely providing, and you women ain't virgins neither. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? At least so it goes hand in hand. Like, I think we need to stop pointing the finger and realize whatever works for you in your household is what fucking works for you in your household. Stop pointing on. So many people get on the internet and be like, oh no, I need a man that provides. So, and this is my thinking, right? And this is not to say anything, or to beat up on the women or anything like that. If you have a man, right, that let's say he wants to go 50-50. Let's say, and that's a huge conversation that always goes on, with the women on social media and stuff like that. But if you got a man that's willing to go 50-50 with you, that's literally saying, you as a grown woman, you're responsible for 100% of your bills. And you have a good man that comes along and says, look, I'm willing to take half of that off of you. Yeah. Nah, I need you to take all of it. Yeah, you're used to having 100% of your own, and you have a good, and I say a good man, because some women might want a dude that provide 100% financially, but he might be an asshole. Yeah. I mean, you have a good guy that comes along that's willing to, be great to you, be faithful, take care of you or whatever, and take 50% of yours. And it's never going to be, and that's what I think a lot of people that aren't married don't realize today, that it's never 50-50. It will never be 50-50. So don't think to yourself that you're taking half of it. It's going to be times where that number is not going to be the same. You might have 80% of it. He might have 90% of it. He may have 60% of it. She may have 40% of it. It's never, people get caught up on that half number,
Yeah, I think a lot of it is, and it's ironic because, you feel me, obviously this is going to be on social media. I think the biggest problem is social media.
It is 100%.
Because once again, like you said earlier, everything isn't for the public.
Exactly.
What works for my house does not work for your house. Does not work for their house. Does not work for their house. But social media at this point has made it to where women are looking at these lavish relationships. These these podcasters that are, you feel me, only showing the highlights, only showing the glories and the victories and everything else. And it's not for me to say, why don't y'all get up there and show your losses too, or your failures or your shortcomings, because I don't want to do that.
Of course.
So I get why they do show those things, but at the same time, you feel me, double-edged sword.
Yeah.
Where you're always showing this sunshine, rainbows. Oh, we don't argue. When we do argue, it's a meaningful conversation. Da 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 da.
Yeah.
Oh, money's this, that, and the third. No, bullshit. Marriage is fucking rough.
Yeah.
Love is rough.
Yep.
Financials in marriage is fucking rough. Like, it's one of the leading factors of fucking arguments in a marriage and everything else. The issues come up when people can't handle those rough times. Because one thing that I hate that people try to say about marriage is, oh, it's so easy to just love someone and that's it. Da, 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 da. No, that's not it. You feel me? Like, marriage it doesn't get old. It doesn't get tiring or anything like that, because we're changing as people every single fucking day.
Exactly.
You feel me? I'm not worried about, you feel me, okay, I'm paying this much of the fucking bill. Da, da, da. I don't give a fuck. Like, she's helping me where I need the fucking help. I'm helping her where she needs the fucking
Exactly,
help.
bro.
You feel me? As long as that's getting handled, I could care the fuck less.
Exactly.
If that ends up me being 90 to 10 on the fucking bills, so be it. As long as when I do need that help, you can send me some help.
Exactly.
You feel me? Whether that be financial, whether that be emotional, whatever the fuck it needs to be, then I don't care.
Exactly. And that's why I say that what works for your household works for your household, bro. Yeah. Like, you don't have to, like, you made a really good point. Like, social media influences so much. Like, women and men. Men will see social media and be like, yeah, man, he's doing this, that, and the third for his girl. That works for him and his family. What works for you may not be that. And then women will see a lot of the shit that goes on social media and realize it's like you do realize that's the top 1% that's getting treated like that.
That's not
you know what I'm saying? There is 99% of niggas out here that don't live like that. So it's like it's a lot of superficial shit that gets, and that's one of the things that I really want to do with my platform, bro. Like, I don't just show the good shit. I want to talk about, it's literally facts and foolishness. Yeah. I'm gonna give you facts. I'm gonna give you foolishness. I'm gonna give you the good, the bad, the ugly. I don't care. Like, I'm really being transparent with everybody that that comes across my podcast, bro. Like, I don't try to hide everything because that shit, it's fake as shit.
I'm about to say it's more damaging than good.
Exactly. So you mean to tell me you've never gotten an argument with your dude?
It's bullshit.
We know it's bullshit, bro. Like, and that's why it's important to show the good, the bad, and the ugly when dealing with relationships and dad shit and stuff like that, because social media will misconstrue so much stuff. It will give you a blurred vision of what real life is.
It's that attention span too.
Exactly.
Because they hear one part and then they go run with that.
And they'll run with it.
They don't hear the whole
Exactly.
thing.
They will take, and this is one thing that, and everybody does it.
Everybody.
But I'm going to say, women specifically, don't beat me up in the comments, ladies. Y'all will feel a certain way and then go find a meme that validates what the fuck you feel.
Hey, nah, that shit's fucking mad.
You will Google a fucking meme.
I'm not gonna bullshit. Look,
bro.
Hey, look, the wife has gotten so much, but we don't do it no more. But early stages, we used to do a little meme. I ain't gonna cap, that shit's pissed me off.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, what pages do
and they don't send that shit to me.
Nah, they put it on the story.
You gonna post it on your story. A subliminal bullshit.
Bruh. And it's always something that is, it's like, what the fuck?
How did you find this?
Like, no, because that's some bullshit.
Or did you make it?
Like, man, I be hot.
Man.
Yeah, no, that's the quickest way to lose a fight right there. But nah.
For sure, bro, for sure.
Nah, definitely. And real quick, just so we're not seeming like we're pessimistic here.
Mm-hmm. Damn, big ass word.
We understand that there are couples that don't argue, but another thing that I like to say is the exception is not the rule.
Of course.
You feel me? Like, I think everybody sees that kind of shit, and they're like, "Oh man, that's for me too."
Yeah.
Nah. Sometimes, like, we're in this fucking participation award fucking era for some reason. Everybody thinks, "Oh yeah, that can be for me too." Nah, that's not.
It's not.
That's not. Everybody got their own lane, man.
And I will say, you said a good point. You know, we understand some people don't argue, but in a relationship, marriage, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever the fuck it is, if y'all aren't arguing from time to time, somebody's suppressing some bullshit.
Yeah, that's
and
how
when
I feel.
it does come out,
that is how I feel there.
It's gonna be something so minute that you know what I'm saying, and it's gonna send you over the top because you've been suppressing shit for the past 6 months. And
that's not to say that's not gonna happen in your normal marriage.
Exactly.
Because I'm still gonna get pissed that you ate my fucking cinnamon toast crunch when I only had one bowl left. You feel me? I'm still gonna get mad about that, but I'm less liable to fucking say, you know what, fuck this, I'm going to get milk and never coming back.
Yeah.
You feel me? Versus, all right, I go upstairs, I cool off, and then I come back downstairs and we good. You feel me? Like, it's a complete difference. But yeah, so no, I definitely feel you on that. Like, it's I won't say it's healthy to argue because people take that to the extreme.
At least talk about it.
But
it doesn't have to be an
argument.
argument.
To talk. It's healthy to talk.
Of course.
And that's something I'm working on. You feel me? Because I come from a family that wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
My mom, super empath and all that stuff. But my dad is a brick wall.
Yeah.
So I'm learning now through my wife to try to talk more to try to be more vocal
Me
about
too.
certain things. You feel me? And
Me
that's
too.
and once again, that's a hit to the ego. As a man, that's a hit to the ego because it feels like, wait, this is a deficiency I have.
Mm-hmm.
So what the fuck?
Exactly.
Like, you feel me? So
exactly.
but I think once again, that's one of those things that men have to be comfortable with admitting.
Yep.
Like, yeah, bro, it's okay. Like, you had a deficiency. So
Yeah.
what? Like,
Yeah.
it's all good. Like,
we're not saying you got a little dick, nigga.
you feel me?
And
Like,
you can talk about whatever the fuck, you know. It doesn't.
It's okay.
It doesn't have to turn into an argument. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I think one of those things I had to learn, and first of all, a marriage is constantly learning your partner. It doesn't stop. It's not like one day,
stops.
I figured her out. I got it. Yeah, no, that's not it. That's not it at all,
it's
bro.
The search for Atlantis.
Exactly, bro. Like, one of those things, like, I'm continuously learning in my marriage is that, you know, you have to look at yourself too, like, and you also have to listen. You know, sometimes that's not my strong suit all the time, which is listening.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I'm big on, like, if I feel something is common sense, you know, sometimes it'll send me because I'm like, this shit is common sense, and I understand that. You know, what is understandable to me may not be to you.
Yeah.
But to me, this is common sense.
I got you.
You know, and sometimes I try to push that on to my wife at times, and I have to take a step back at times and be like, you know what? She doesn't view shit the same way as me, and that's okay.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? This isn't a dictatorship over here. This is a partnership.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, and like I said, it's just constantly learning, man. And it's, you know, as a father, as a husband, you know, this shit doesn't come with a blueprint. It doesn't come with a blueprint, and we're just constantly learning. And the moment that you, like you said, when you feel like you got it, life gonna hit you with a fucking okie doke. But you know, like I said, at the end of the day, you know, this is all dad shit, man. And you know, Father's Day is coming up. You know, Father's Day is coming up. Like, I think it was ranked up there. Like, maybe if it wasn't number one, it was like number two, like least celebrated holidays. Which is kind of crazy, but is it because
that's one of those self-inflicted wounds?
Yeah,
because
we don't be giving a fuck.
Not really. It's not really a big thing.
So it's like the child that cries the most gets the attention, and we don't be caring. Like, I don't need another pack of socks.
Yeah, so
you know what I'm saying? I don't need another pack of socks on Father's Day. Send me a text, tell me Happy Father's Day, and let's keep it moving. I think men, we just don't really care in a sense. Like, not that we don't care, because we should be appreciated, but
I was about to say, it's not that we don't care. So, like, at least for me, it's not that I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care for the grandeur of everything.
Of course.
Especially nowadays, you know, like, for example, I'm throwing myself under the bus.
Mm-hmm.
This past Mother's Day. You feel me? I forgot some things. You know, and for her, that's a lot more of a hit. You get me? And it's like, and that's where I did learn that I have a little bit of growth, because I understood that, like, I was like, I fucked up. That's me. Okay. Yeah. You get me? That's my bad.
Of course.
Whereas 20-year-old me, I'd be like, shut the fuck up. Like, what the fuck? But now that I'm older, I'm trying to understand those things. Yeah. You get me? But for Father's Day, it's different for me. Mm-hmm. You get me? Like, I don't need you to give me the grandeur. You feel me? I don't need all of that. Like, I'm genuinely happy, especially now, you feel me, the new house and everything we just got there. Like, I'm happy just waking up, you feel me, seeing my kids, feel me, get us some breakfast, you feel me, a little morning herbs, you feel me, and then we're just chilling throughout the day. Give me a break on the fucking grill, you know, so I'm not sitting there hot all day. But yeah, that's why
I say, dude, that, and not all of us, but I will say 85 to 90% of men are so simple.
Yeah, we're simple.
We will turn up over some shit that we're passionate about, but for the most part, we are simple human beings. You don't have to. I think a lot of times, sometimes women will put their own afflictions on us, because you will carry this out. I know if he forgot this on Mother's Day, I'm gonna turn up. So I got to make sure I do that for him. And it's not necessary.
Yeah, and I don't look at that as a negative necessarily, because I look at that kind of like a treat people how you want to be treated kind of situation. So I can't be mad at them for that. You feel me? Like, that makes sense, and that's fair. You expect this treatment, so you're trying to show me that this is what you expect, and that's fine, and I get that. You feel me? Like I said, for me, it's just as long as you feel me, we're chilling. I'm happy. You get me? I'm good. Um, Now that's not to say like every single year that has to be the standard.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, in my opinion, treat men's Father's Days, and I mean your husbands, not baby dads. Because I think we do need to not pressure men into marriage, but I think we do need to get away from the baby dad bullshit.
Stop being a fucking baby father.
Yeah, you feel me? Like if you gonna lay up with Shorty, get her pregnant, like bro, deal with her bullshit.
Do the right thing.
And let's go ahead and fix these things.
Exactly.
But moving back to the main topic, I think that honestly, like, treat it like rings. Yeah. You know, like marriage rings. Like, what is it? Every 5 years, something like that is an upgrade. Every 5 years, make it a special Father's Day. You feel me? Because then at that point, it's okay, cool. I'm getting my little 4 or 5 years or whatever, just normal, chill day. Exactly. I appreciate you, love you, mwah. You know, we get nasty at nighttime. Cool. You feel me? But then, you know, that's 5th, 6th year. All right, let me go out for him. Let me show out for him. Like, exactly. And I'm cool. Whereas men, we actually kind of do need to do that every single year.
Women feel differently about certain things, and you have to understand that this isn't. I married a woman. I ain't lay up with a nigga. Exactly. So I know that. You know, this comes with the, you know, she wants to be baby. She wants the princess treatment and shit like that, man. It comes with the territory, man. Of course, man. And that's why it's like, it's important to continuously learn your partner, man. And absolutely. And it's like, and this is random because, you know, I know we're coming to an end here, man, with this pod. But this is a random question. Has nothing to do with what the fuck we were talking about at all. But this is my show. This is my podcast. I don't give a fuck. Random. Is water wet?
Yes. Water is fucking
wet. Is water wet? No, don't just answer. I need you to think about it. Is water wet?
Yes. Water is wet.
Okay. If I have a bucket of water, you would say that this bucket of water is wet.
Yes.
Okay. Now let me be a caveat. We're sitting here dry.
Yes.
We're not wet until we jump in the water.
Or liquid hits us in some form or manner.
Then we become wet.
Yes.
But it's when the water hits us that we become wet. So is the water just sitting there being still wet, or is it just water?
No, because water is transferring its state to us.
I feel like you're trying to get real smart with me.
It's kind of like this. I put in the most look. It's kind of like this. Water has a cold. And all it's doing is passing its cold on to us. So it's not that its cold changed. It's just that it passed it on to us. So yes, water's wet.
So what about still water?
What about it?
It's still wet. It's just water though.
It's still wet. It just doesn't have any kind of current, which is allowing for all the bad.
So you take a pond of water. It's water.
Ponds have not current. I don't know what the fucking word is for it, but that water, like, it may sit still at times, but it still gets disturbed because there's stuff in it. You get me? Like, still water is typically kind of inside. Like, there's covered. Like, it's nothing.
See, I feel like you fucking with me.
I'm being for real, bro. I'm being for real because, look, I ain't gonna cap because them still water videos fuck me up because I'm like, yo, like, what the fuck? Like,
it's the shit that goes on underneath.
You hear me? Like, the brain eating amoebas and shit. Like, okay. Like, me and my wife be watching Ancient Civilizations and shit.
For sure. So, I know that was random, but I kind of wanted to close out with a random question. I feel it. And like I said, this literally was in the middle of while you were talking. I'm gonna ask this nigga this question that was just sitting here burning in my head. I was like, is water wet? Yeah, water so you wet. Think water is already wet in its natural form?
Yep, water is wet.
So if I put a bucket of water outside, it evaporates. It's now dry. Can water ever become dry?
It's now changed its state.
Okay. We're gonna go with that. You made some good points. Man. We're not gonna dwell on it too long, man. But thank you guys, ladies and gentlemen, for watching another episode of Facts and Foolishness. Once again, I'm your host, Tyler Coleman. It was great having my boy Jeremy here today. Appreciate you having me, I'm pretty sure we're gonna have a lot more of you on this show, man. This is my dad shit segment, of my podcast, man. So you're gonna be seeing a lot more of us, a lot more episodes to come, so just tune in, strap in for the ride, pause. But yeah, man, facts and foolishness.